Good morning and welcome to the morning show as we're all learning how to count.
And our ABCs around here. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And welcome on this Thursday morning.
That's right. I am Melissa Farley.
Oh, and I'm Marshall Shore, and this is the morning show coming to you from
the
fabulous Arizona Center.
Yes. So,
it's like, wow, you know, you're quite colorful today.
I am. I chose my dress very intentionally today because we have some very special guests on. A whole
I know.
crew of people
Well, yeah, I
coming
saw
to
the clown
celebrate
car
this.
pull up out in front, and the door just opened up, and
Are you sure that wasn't me? That might have been my car, you know.
No, because more clowns just kept coming out.
Oh, well.
So just your car would just be one clown coming out.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm like. I'm like a bag lady, though. It's like me coming out with like 7 different bags. That's what I feel like every morning. I'm just like carrying lots of things.
That's why I just brought a suitcase. It was much easier.
Well, that's why I got the wagon. But anyway, happy Thursday.
Oh, true.
How
Oh,
are
yeah.
you?
Oh, exactly. Yes, we are doing a show, aren't we?
Sometimes Marshall and I forget that you're even here. We just have so much fun talking to each other. We have a great show lined up for you today. We are going to be talking about something pretty spectacular that's happening in Tempe. You might see a little hint of what's coming on the table right here with this beautiful flower bouquet that is just stunning. I can't get over these gorgeous blooms right here. Oh, even more of a hint. I just said it. I would be out if we were playing charades.
I was going to say, I'm like, man, you just gave it away.
Gave it away. I can't help it. I'm too excited.
That Melissa.
I know.
Just giving it away all the time.
We've also got some really good history Marshall always has put together for you.
Yeah, we've got some things to do.
We do.
So
right now, what you see looks super calm, but there's actually like a flurry of activity happening. So we're going to go to a quick break and set everything up for you and come back with a real treat. So keep it right here.
Indeed, we're going to let the magic unfold right here in the studio. Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We are joined right now by the CEO of Downtown Tempe Authority, and I am with Lori Foster. Lori, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so as you can tell, the theme here is flowers, blooms.
You bet.
Yeah, you've got flowers on your shirt and the earrings. We've got
and
flowers
we're sitting
on the
right
table.
in front of this beautiful arrangement.
So tell us what exactly this is all for.
Well, we are busy bees in downtown Tempe, planting the seeds for Tempe Blooms to Sprout for its 2nd annual show up on January 25 and 26. We produced the first one last year, and it was a great success, and we're going to do it again in support with a really great partner, our presenting sponsor, Arizona Flower Market. So what's going to happen? We're going to have 21 live ginormous floral installations all over downtown, on the side of buildings, inside of hotels, on structures downtown. And then we're going to pair that with live muralists painting live 10-foot panels and musicians as well. So it'll be a total sensory experience in downtown Tempe.
I absolutely love that you do this. Last year, one of my many hats that I wear is I do the social media for ArtLink. And when I saw your call go out for artists and what it was for, I was like, this is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before, at least not here. So I just think it's so incredible that you're doing it. So 21 that's a lot of installations. Where are they just going to be all throughout?
All throughout downtown, and there's a path you can follow. People will get a map, and so you can follow the progression and make sure that you check out all of the installations. And what's really great is we found an industry that needed some love. Floral designers needed a way to expand their creativity. Yes. And then we wanted to really focus on local. We do, at Downtown Tempe Authority, we do what we can to support the downtown businesses and bring feet to the street. So coming out of the pandemic, what could we do? And we saw a really cool installation in New York City. And we're like, that would be cool if we brought it to Arizona. And so we did, and then we put our spin on it. and that's how Tempe Blooms was born.
I love that.
And so we really worked hard to employ, basically, we're paying the floral designers, we're paying the musicians, we're paying the artists to paint the murals, all creatives that were heavily impacted by the pandemic. And then if you build it, they will come. And so people downtown, they need snacks, and we've got shopping. We've got our over 65% of the downtown merchants in downtown Tempe are local independent businesses. And so they're all putting together their floral themed cocktails and botanical themed products. And so not only will you be able to have a full sensory experience on the street, but you'll also be able to taste and shop and have the full experience.
And I think there's probably some selfie moments.
For sure.
It's the ultimate selfie moment.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
have 21 floral installations. We'll have 10 murals that will be in the process. They'll start Saturday morning and they'll paint all Saturday and into Sunday. And then we'll also have the musicians. So it'll be a total Instagrammable moment.
Nice.
So tell me about those murals. Do those stay beyond the event, or are they just there for the event and kind of an exclusive experience?
They're there just during the event.
Okay.
We still have the panels from last year, and we're trying to think what we want to do with them. We may auction them off. We actually have a gallery inside one of the lobbies of one of the office buildings downtown. So we may add this year's panels to the gallery, but it is a one-time shot. These are live florals. This is why we're doing it in January, because they won't last long. And so by Sunday evening, the art will, go away.
Start wilting.
So get there early. That's good motivation to kind of get out there early and really experience everything fresh and kind of fully in bloom. And Chris or Dylan, I don't know if you can get a close-up on Lori's earrings, but she said that you got those at Bloom last year. So that statement of, kind of being fully immersed in everything flowers is representative here. I wasn't able to go last year, and I was really bummed. I heard people talking about it, and they loved it. So it's great feedback. I'm excited to go this year. Wow. So tell me a little bit, how can people find out more to kind of learn how to best do this experience?
So first stop would be to go to our website, downtowntempe.com. And then there's a Tempe Blooms webpage, and there is a map that outlines all of the places, all the installations. We'll have 3 information booths where you can check in and get a map, or you can just use it on your phone and find out the lay of the land. Right in the middle of downtown Tempe, around City Hall, we'll have the Flowerful Market, and we're going to have over 50 vendors, 60% of which of those vendors will have botanical themed products and treats and things like that. And the event will be Saturday and Sunday, January 25 and 26 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
It's like this weekend. It's like, oh my gosh. So
That's
drop
right.
whatever you're doing.
Now, I see on the brochure, this is the Hayden Flower Mill.
Hayden Flower Mill.
Are you actually doing something with the flower mill this year?
We're doing something beside the flower mill.
Okay.
The flower mill is underway with plans for development, so we can't get onto the flower mill. It is a historical property, but right next to it we'll have a ginormous floral
And what a great backdrop. I mean, the mill, so much history that people, if they don't realize why Mill Avenue is named Mill, it's because of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and
exactly.
I mean, and floral-wise, I mean, there's so much history here as well.
We'll have all of the historical, not all of them, but a lot of the historical properties in downtown Tempe. Hayden House, which is right across the street from the flour mill. Burchett House, which is over toward College and 7th, will each have their own flavor, kind of an ode to history as well as ode to the beauty of flowers.
Nice.
So what you're seeing on screen right now are some photos from last year's event. Absolutely stunning.
I would wear that.
I would wear so many of these things. I know. I totally agree. And Tempe is so much in my blood right now. My husband just got a job as a PIO for the city of Tempe.
Excellent.
We spent New Year's Eve at Cafe Boa and at the Hackett House. So it's very much exciting to kind of see this activation
And look,
of
you can
Tempe.
take a little respite amongst the flowers. I mean, talk about the perfect selfie moment.
Napping in the flowers. I know.
Indeed.
That sounds lovely. Well, Lori, thank you so much. We actually have some artists here. We've got some vendors here that are going to be participating in Tempe Blooms that we want to bring also to share with you. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more
cavalcade of artists.
The cavalcade of all the things. Yes.
Yeah. And welcome back to the morning show. Things are just a bloomin' here. I'm Marshall Shore with Bad Puns.
All the great puns, you mean. I'm Melissa Farley. I have no puns. But I do have a Michael and a Joe here from Papago. They're going to be vendors at Tempe Blooms this year. So you've got sunglasses, I see, that look like works of art, and some hats here. But tell us a little bit about Papago.
Yeah, so we are a local wooden sunglasses brand. We started business in 2020, so we've been operating for...
What a hard year to start a business. Congratulations, by the way.
Well, we had nothing else to do at the time, so we figured let's start a business.
Gotta go.
Well done, yeah. Yep. So tell me a little bit, because I'm looking at these, and they are like... Can I touch them? Sorry,
yeah,
I didn't even ask. I just went for them.
Oh, I was getting ready to reach over for that.
Look
pair,
at
look
at how beautiful this is.
All the woodwork.
Can you tell us a little bit about the design and what goes into how you make your product?
Yeah, so those are our peacock and no-frays. That uses a few pieces of different wood that are all dyed various colors, and then they are compressed together to see the glasses you see there. The good thing about these glasses is they're really lightweight, especially being in Arizona. They don't get hot in the summer, so if you leave your
because being wood, so unlike metal, which will
exactly
sizzle the side of your head.
I've made that mistake before.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I think we all have.
Yep, I know. I'm pretty sure I still have the scars. No.
Sure.
But you're right. These are extremely lightweight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in love. Ooh, these are incredible. Okay.
Well, I also love the little branding. I mean, you have that little P up in the corner, so that way you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, every pair has the P on the corner, and then if you check the arm, it actually says Papago on the
I did see that. That was
engraved in there as well.
So, of all the things that you could have chosen to do with all your free time during 2020, why sunglasses?
Well, I'd say we do a lot of traveling, so sunglasses are always something that I want to bring when I'm going places. It was easier to start getting into, and I'm always just wearing sunglasses in general, so that was the initial thought.
Yeah, living in Arizona, there's obviously a ton of sun here, so
yes,
there is. We know everyone needs a pair, so figured that was a good industry to get into.
Is that what you're wearing right now? Are you wearing a pair of your own sunglasses?
This is, another pair here. See them here.
Nice. So what are your favorites? I always like to get tips from the makers.
These are my favorite here. You can see they've got like a gold rim here. So I kind of like the little bit of flashiness to them.
Well, and it's also great because, I mean, you've got that gold and then the tone of the wood really matches with that
beautiful
as well.
Yeah, it's super complimentary, which obviously you know, or else you
Sure.
wouldn't have done it.
So this is my favorite. I feel like it's got a little bit of flash to it without being too like in your face. You know, some sunglasses get a little crazy. We do have some crazy ones, by the way. But
you should have brought the crazy. Yeah, you absolutely should have brought the crazy. Yeah. I want to see these ones, though. Pardon my.
Well, and then I love, like, you have this little, like, it's like, you know, when you just look at these head on, but then when you look at this, like, sandwich, and there's this great little, like,
little accent
bright
piece.
Red that.
Yeah, so in fact, those would be my personal pair. So that'd be one of my favorite pair of glasses. I like the blue, the reflective lens. I think it looks nice. But also the peacock anofres that you picked up earlier. I really like those.
Those are beautiful.
Just because it's fun. And
And a little tip for my lash ladies out there, because I know I'm not the only one that does lashes. They are not hitting any of these. So I know that doesn't sound important to y'all, but like that's a huge consideration when I go shopping for glasses. It's like, are my lashes going to hit these? I don't know how you have these set up. I'm going to let you do them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got the glasses. Tell us about the hats a little bit, because this looks like cork. Is that a cork hat?
Correct.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yep, so we started selling a little bit of different merchandise as well. So obviously we have the hats, and the floral designs go really well with Tempe Blooms.
Sure
So
do.
we're really excited about those this year. And then we also have the floral fanny pack that goes with it. Similar design as the first hat there.
I'm not gonna lie, I rock fanny packs all the time when I travel. No, seriously, when I travel, they're incredible. And I love the floral vibes because it reminds me of like Hawaii. I feel like I'm in.
Well, you know, I'm thinking
tropical
Tiki Oasis right
vacation
there. I'm
mode.
like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna be out at Tempe Blooms. Do you know where you're gonna be at and where folks can find you yet?
Not sure where the tent will be yet, but yeah,
Okay.
we'll be on Mill Avenue.
It's a surprise to everybody.
Yeah, it might have actually been sent to us. We're not sure, but yeah, it'll be on,
Oh yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
on Mill
That's like
Avenue.
us. It's like, oh, email. Did you send me that email?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. So, other than Tempe Blooms, where else can people find you and buy product from you if they can't make it out to Tempe Blooms?
So we have a website, papago-usa.com, and then we're also going to be on Second Sunday on Mill.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, fun.
And yeah, we do a lot of local stuff. We live right next to Mill here, so I think there's a beer festival coming up that we're going to try to be at. So yeah, we're always trying to get into these local.
You know, I also love that
vendor
these
spots.
have the spring-loaded hinges.
Yeah,
which
double
are so,
hinged.
which are
'cause,
so nice.
You know, I got a smaller head, so a lot of glasses kind of fit me. But like, you know, my dad and my brother have way bigger heads, and so you know, like it's
Well,
nice
also
to have
just
the double
constantly
hinge
taking
that you
on
can-
and off.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
that little bit of give
Yeah.
is such a
Yep.
lifesaver on the glasses.
Yep.
Well,
Absolutely.
we are such a fan. These are beautifully crafted. They're a pleasure to wear. They're super light. They feel good on. Definitely head out to Tempe Blooms, not just to check out the gorgeous floral arrangements and all of the really cool installations they're going to have, but
And all the accoutrements.
and accoutrements, but to shop from local businesses like
Right.
this, which is
Right.
what we're all about. So thank you so much for joining us, Michael and Joe from Papago. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back here with an artist and even
with
more
more.
good stuff.
We'll be back with more. Good morning and welcome back to the morning show on this Thursday. We've got so much going on. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
Fabulous Arizona Center with this amazing display.
I was going to say, it's smelling even
there's
better than usual
I know, it's
today.
like the smell, and the more you keep looking at it, then it's like, oh my God, there's that kind of flower. I don't even know what these are called, but
Yeah.
beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I think we're going to learn in a little bit, but right now we're going to learn about some other beautiful things.
Indeed.
Yes. We've got Jason Begay here, who is one of the mural artists that is going to be painting at Tempe Blooms. Hi, Jason. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
So tell us a little bit about you and your art.
I'm a mural artist. I've been painting murals since 2020.
Okay.
Mostly spray paint, different, interior, exterior, large scale, sometimes on canvas, a lot of live events and stuff.
Very cool. So to me, I feel like mural art would be like the high pressure art, because like, you always think about artists being like solitary or out in the like wilderness by themselves and painting, but you're like, yeah, bring on the crowd,
Yeah, bring on the show. It's
bring
like,
on
here I
everybody
am.
watching.
Yeah, it definitely is, makes things a lot more fun. The majority of my work is just me looking at a wall. So it's nice to be able to be in a more open social environment and, getting to talk to other people, answer questions, and it's a lot of fun to do events.
So Tempe Blooms, do you know what you're gonna paint, or do you kind of let the spirit move you, or do you have to submit something? How does that work?
I like to kind of go in with a plan.
Okay.
This way I at least know the palette that I'm using, kind of have an idea of the type of subject that I might be painting, and then depending on the type of the whatever I'm painting on, the shape of the wall or the canvas, or in this case I believe it's a wood panel
Okay.
that'll be cut out in specific shapes. Then I'll make adjustments to make sure that the design will fit appropriately and try to utilize as much space as I can.
Can you give us a sneak preview of kind of just a description of like the colors, maybe some themes that you're thinking of?
Yeah, tease
So-
us a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So my favorite, what I typically do a lot of my favorite is I love doing a lot of teals and a lot of magentas. I think those colors work really beautifully together.
I think you're the perfect outfit for that selfie.
I think I do too.
But I really love doing stuff like that. I love doing a lot of flowers, plants is kind of mainly what I do most of the time. I love doing portraits, any way that I can mix any of those together, and also just kind of highlighting them with unnatural lighting, like with the teals and magentas, and making them stand out a little bit more bold against like a dark contrasting background. It's kind of the type of like things that I enjoy doing.
So this event is kind of like made for you. Like you're meant to collaborate, I think, right? Sounds like it.
I'm hoping I can fit in other pieces.
Yeah.
So I attended it last year, and
Okay.
and I had an amazing time last year, and the piece I did was like some cactus flowers and a hummingbird, and it was a great time, and it came out to be a fantastic piece.
And this is your piece right here that has obviously some floral features with the portrait. It's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely stunning, especially up close. Like the detail in the eye is just blowing me away right now. But tell me, why flowers? Why is that something that you work with regularly?
I really like. I just really enjoy like flowers, especially desert flowers.
Yeah.
They have I really love the folds in them, the detail, anything that I can kind of use to add more challenge to a design. You know, if you can continue to grow, then it's not fun when it's too comfortable.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoy doing things that have more detail, things that are a little bit more challenging to do, and a lot of like cactus flowers and plant leaves, folds, hands.
Very intricate.
Anything that I can find that's a little bit more of a challenge, and I really enjoy
And so
doing.
I'm like the opposite. Like whenever I draw people, I'm like, how do I have them sit on their hands so I don't have to draw fingers? Like
so that way you don't get like the really long or the really thick fingers that look like Muppet hands.
But no, I mean, like, I don't know if you'll have other work up with your mural, but I just keep, Chris is probably like, stop turning away from the camera, Melissa, but I just keep looking at your eyes and the detail that you have in that. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it. But that's so amazing that you're doing a mural piece at the event. Can you talk a little bit about what are you most excited about at Tempe Blooms?
The music is one thing that's I mean being able to work so that next to different musicians throughout the weekend, just kind of get like a change of like the vibe, the pace, and like how things feel. Certainly, and I love being able to create next to live music. It makes things a lot of fun, draws in a lot of different type of people depending on what's playing and what the mood is.
So
I'm really excited about that.
So you're going in with a plan. Will the music, the folks around you, will that influence the final product?
Possibly.
No,
we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, that's great. And are you one of those artists, because I've always been curious about this, and some artists you can tell right away, some you don't know, like, are you cool if people talk to you while you work, or you're like, I'm focused, dude? Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh, I can come bug you.
I love
Okay.
talking to people.
Great. Well, come say hi to Jason at Tempe Blooms this weekend at the festival. It's going to be such a great time. I keep getting more and more excited the more people
I know there's
we
a whole
meet.
route you can walk, so that way if you do the route, you'll be sure to meet up with Jason.
It took me a minute. I was like, route, walk a route.
Oh, because it's Route 66,
I don't know.
so I just
Okay.
dropped in route, not route.
I just pictured like flower roots, and then my mind went somewhere else. But yeah, no, there's definitely a route you can take. And artists like Jason will be there making incredible work. We actually have another person to talk to you. about some of these beautiful things that Marshall and I keep staring at.
Exactly. I mean, we've got so much beauty here in the studio right now. It's hard
do.
to know where to look first.
And we love being surrounded by art, Jason, so this is a real treat to have your work up here with us and have you here with us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this with even more things in
the
bloom.
cavalcade continues.
I keep saying things in bloom and you keep saying cavalcade. Okay, we'll be right back.
And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're still at the fabulous Arizona Center.
And something smells really good.
Oh, yes, it does. And it's not just the flowers.
Exactly, it is not.
No, we are here with Madeline from Naked Fig Soap. Hello.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
I know, and thank you so much for bringing some delicious smelling soaps.
Yes, so tell us about Naked Fig.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started Naked Fig in 2020. And so I've been almost 5
All
years
these
in
2020
business.
I know.
businesses.
Well, you know,
love
I mean, there was
it.
a pandemic going on, so it was people like, you know, what I want to do.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Had some downtime to kind of think about things.
Making soap was kind of essential at that point.
That's true.
Really, though, it's a joy and a pleasure. So Naked Fig is kind of founded on two things. So high quality vegan. So all my soap and products are plant-based.
Fabulous.
And then also this like scent memory connection. So how our sense of smell is so strongly connected to our memories. And if you take that, you pair it with something functional like soap,
Right.
then you take just a mundane thing and you really make it this beautiful intentional experience. So that is like the root of Naked Fig.
I love that. Yeah, one of the things that I started doing when I started taking Reiki classes, which my producer Ann would appreciate, I started taking baths that had very specific scents.
Yes.
And it was exactly for that reason. I was trying to be really intentional about putting my mind in kind of specific places. And I never thought about how smell
Yes.
can really do that for you. It's such a powerful thing.
It is. Our olfactory sense is our most primal sense. And it's one that I think often gets overlooked and that we react to sometimes without even knowing, like, why am I feeling a certain way? And sometimes it's a scent, right? You think of your morning coffee or
Right.
in this case, this one right here, which I'll pass
Actually, bring
to
the
both
whole-
of you.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one, smell this one. This is orange blossom. And that's one
gosh.
that like solicits a lot of stories or memories, especially if you are in the Tempe area.
Right. 'cause
Mill
I mean,
Avenue
all
used to be
all those orange
all the
groves.
groves.
Well, I was-
Exactly.
So I didn't grow up in Tempe, but I grew up in Glendale, which also used to have a ton
Yes.
of orange groves.
Right.
Yeah, and it smells like home.
Yes.
It smells like my home.
Well, you know, and what I love is like, so like
so
when you go to
cool.
Vegas, so many of those hotels,
Yes.
they've already got that.
Yes.
So you're walking into their smell, but what a great
Yeah.
way to control that. I mean,
Yes.
bring a little joy into your own
Yes.
morning rituals.
Yes, and my state collection, which is what you see here, I have 7 different scents that are rooted in Arizona. So like creosote, which is monsoon,
Yes.
desert rain season.
Yeah.
This one here is cactus flower. I think you will like this. I feel like this smells like you.
Ta-da! Oh my God. You didn't know, but you made that for me.
I actually am leaving this with you. I brought you both
What?
soap.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
That
You're
smells
welcome.
delicious.
I know.
Why is that me? Why?
Right?
Like, why does that
It
define
is.
me?
People do match. One of my favorite things about markets is watching what people choose and how different we all are and what we choose. This one is my mini.
This is so cute. Here, hold this one up. They're on you. So
you can't
yeah.
really smell this one. It's in a plant-based packaging, by the
Okay.
way.
Oh, very cool.
Right? It looks like plastic, but it's not. This one is my personal favorite. This is blood orange. And my mini series is perfect for travel, for guests, for little gifts. And then, of course, I have the full size as well. But all of these I will have at an upcoming market.
I know. Okay, yeah, the reason we're here,
Indeed.
you're going to be at Tempe Blooms.
Yes.
Yes. And we are so excited that you're going to be there. So tell me about, like, do you do something special or different depending on which market you're going to? Like, are you going to have a bunch of floral scents this time? I bet you always do, though, now that I'm saying that out loud.
Well, the cactus flower, which is
Yeah.
the one that you like, the orange blossom, are both very iconic Arizona things. So in our cactus flowers, don't smell like the typical floral, whereas you have your orange blossom, which is one of the strongest florals, like a gardenia or jasmine. So I will have all of these. I'll have the full Arizona collection, which is extra special because Arizona's birthday is coming up on Valentine's Day.
It is.
Indeed it is.
So I will have that, and Tempe Blooms Market, I will have all of these like kind of botanical inspired, but my whole soap collection is botanical inspired, plant-based. Yeah.
Well,
So how did you come up with the name Naked Fig?
I'm so glad you asked because most people think fig is representative of fig trees. And if that's what you need it to be, that's okay. But I wanted just a really strong one-word name, like naked or raw, because I care really. I put a lot of intention into my ingredients. But a lot of those names are already taken. So I was like, naked what? Naked body, that's boring. Naked figure, that's too long. Naked fig sounds cool. So naked fig is short for your naked figure. But it's rooted still in plants. And if you don't want to think about nakedness, just, think about
I actually
trees.
like it better. No, I'm
Yeah.
like visualizing something different, and that's a really cool message. Also, my friend Hillary, sorry, I'm calling you out, Hillary. She's so sensitive though. She has so many
Yes.
allergies and things, and so I always try to find her vegan, plant-based
Yes.
soaps and products and things that she can use because she misses kind of having those nice scents
Yes.
still. So I'm so excited to have discovered you.
That.
Yeah.
Yes. I know a lot of people think that if you have sensitive skin, all your options have to be boring. And sometimes, unscented is definitely a way to go. But my entire collection of soap is designed with sensitive skin in mind.
That's fantastic. Well, Tempe Blooms is going to be nothing
I
it's
know,
not
it's
going to
like,
be
what-
boring.
what a
Like,
sensory
I was going to say
overload.
but boring. Yeah, it's not going to be boring.
Right. I
So
mean,
many
it's
good
like
stuff.
you can get yourself clean. You can see some art.
Get yourself clean. I mean, you might not want to take a bath right there, but you could
mean, maybe.
sniff the soap. We could walk around just sniffing the soap. And it turns out, Matt, I'm doing this. I'm doing this publicly. Madeline and I were at New Year's Eve together
Yes.
at the Farmer Wilson show. Farmer Wilson, we're trying to get you on the
Yes.
show.
Yes. Yes.
Tara, Ryan, Victoria, all y'all, we want you here. And now Madeline's going to help me make that happen. So
Yes.
yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay, I will absolutely come see you at Tempe
Yes, please
Blooms
do.
this weekend. Very excited about that. We hope that you'll come see Madeline and a lot of the other vendors as well, who are making just as beautiful, wonderful things for you to experience.
Some of my favorite vendors are going to be there at this market.
Who do you got? Name
Yeah.
three. Name three that we
Okay,
can
Wildflower
expect.
Sugar,
Yeah.
amazing cookies from the heart, who designs everything from like a botanical perspective, jewelry, teas, skincare. Hey Rosie Creations will be there. She is one of my business besties. Stickers, stationery. She has a new calendar, a 2025 calendar she just created where it looks like a bouquet of flowers, and each month has a different like Arizona-based flower. So she'll be debuting her calendar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this market is going to be top notch.
Husband, I'm not going to have any money left after Tempe Blooms. I'm telling you right now. Just expect it.
Just take the Amex because there's no limit.
I love you. This is why you're my best friend. No, seriously, I've gone to markets before. Actually, I was with a friend, and I was like, Tom, take my card. Take my credit card away from me. I can't do it.
I love that.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We're going to take one more break, and we're going to be right back with the person who created this
I know,
beautiful
with
thing.
all these blooms, they'll be telling us what some of these
We've been waiting
amazing
so eagerly.
space flowers
I
are.
know, space flowers. We love space flowers. Okay, we'll be right back after the break with her. Keep it right here.
Oh my gosh, what a Thursday we are having here on the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
I'm Melissa Farley. I always love it when you start it with, oh my gosh. That means you're really happy.
Well, because there's so much going on. I mean, it's like the clown card just like, and oh my gosh, some great art.
I wonder
some
how they
great
feel about
smells.
being referred to as clowns.
But I was going to say, I think that's a badge of honor, right? I mean,
That's true.
I mean,
We've
especially
had some great
when
clowns on.
Madeline's like,
Yeah.
oh, look, here's a picture of us a couple years ago, and I'm wearing a clown
You're wearing
outfit.
your clown
Yeah.
jumper. I know.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
Right.
So,
well,
yeah, so that's a place of honor. It's like, oh, you're a clown.
we do say that as a term of endearment here. Just
Yes,
so you know.
indeed.
But we are with Alexis, who I don't know if you've heard this before. Have you been told you look like Sabrina Carpenter?
Yes, and that's actually crazy because my hair was blonde about 2 days ago, full Sabrina Carpenter, and I just dyed it to this color.
Yeah.
So that's crazy that you still say that because I thought it would change the look.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think she's gorgeous. You're obviously
Aw,
beautiful as
thank
well. And you do
you.
such beautiful work.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
So you're with Arizona Flower Market.
I am with Arizona Flower Market.
So tell us a little bit about Arizona Flower Market and their role with Tempe Blooms this year.
Yes. So Arizona Flower Market is the largest flower market in Arizona. So we are open to the public and we do wholesale as well. So we sell to the trade. So that's how we kind of started the process with Downtown Tempe. They reached out to us about 3 years ago and had this amazing idea to bring these huge floral installations to life in Arizona, and we were the perfect person to partner with. We knew that we can make this vision come to life because one, we have a ton of flowers and we ship them from all over the world, but two, we have all the connections with the floral industry and all the flower shops around here.
Yeah, both really important things that need to be
exactly,
provided. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think what I get so blown away, and I've told this story before, Marshall's probably sick of it, is a lot of people think that because flowers are so beautiful, you can just like throw them together and it's gonna look good. Well, I learned the hard way trying to make a flower crown that is not true. So can you talk a little bit about what goes into creating a piece like this and some of these huge pieces for Tempe Blooms?
Yes. Flower designing is definitely an art, and a lot of us take a big passion in it. We love what we do, and creating this stuff, you have to have the eye.
Yeah.
You have to make it visually appealing, create your colors, or put your colors together correctly, and come up with these beautiful pieces, starting from just a vision in your head.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So the installation pieces, like, how do they start as a sketch, or like, I don't even get how you make something that
so
big?
a lot of us designers will sit down together and try to sketch something out, and then you talk about how you mechanically can get this together, right? And then from there, that's how you can create the vision and make it come to life.
That's so true, because I always am shocked at like how technical stuff like this is. Like, it's still a truly creative endeavor, but sometimes it's so technical.
It really is.
Yeah, to
It
actually
really
get
is.
it up and going. And I love that Tempe Blooms, not Tempe Blooms, but Tempe came to you and had this idea, and instead of being like, y'all are crazy, you were like, how do we make it happen?
No,
what do we do?
For sure. We wanted to do something bigger in the floral community, and we're so lucky to have them as partners. They are absolutely amazing to work with, and they've created such an amazing opportunity for florists all over Arizona to come in and participate in this.
Yeah.
Not only is this a chance for them to showcase their work as a shop, but this is also going to be a contest as well. So people can actually vote for these installations, their favorite installations. Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll have a first, second, and third place winner.
Do they win something?
They do. They win a cash prize at the end of it, so it's going to be great.
Do you still have your flower crown? You could submit.
God, no.
I think it'll win.
It won in my heart, That's all that matters. Oh my God. Okay, so I didn't realize that this was okay.
Wow.
So when you when Marshall and I go, do we just get a ballot?
So they will actually have QR codes next to each installation where you can
that is
scan
so wise.
and vote for your favorite one.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Oh, I love that.
So what was the inspiration for this amazing piece that we have here in front of us?
Okay, so obviously you see these exotic proteas that you said were alien flowers.
Yeah. Oh
We
my
definitely
gosh.
wanted to bring something exotic because we have a lot of crazy flowers that are going to be showcased at Tempe Blooms.
Yeah.
So we kind of just wanted to give a little sneak peek of what you guys are going to be seeing this weekend.
Where are those from, the protea?
So those are actually located, you can get them anywhere, but majority of the time we get them from Ecuador.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
And what
Yes.
about the ones that look like sea anemones that like
Yeah.
Yes, same as those. Those are the same.
Oh, okay.
So they are,
Interesting.
yeah, they're both proteas. That one's called a pincushion protea, and the other one's called a queen protea.
I love
Obvious
it.
way it's called the queen because
Yeah, right?
indeed, and she's got all her little guards around her as
So Marshall really wants me to make a hat out of that. So
well
we'll,
that,
we'll
or I
see.
think she just popped one of those
I
right in the
love
middle of her
that
bun.
idea. Let's do it.
I mean,
Let's do it.
see, there you go. See,
She's down. She's down. All right, everybody's
Indeed.
down.
See a little Cindy Lou Who moment.
Yeah, I know, right?
So cute.
Well, we are so truly excited for Tempe Blooms. I mean, I think that one, you don't see flowers, even though they're so beautiful,
Yeah.
used a lot of times as art experiences.
Yes.
So I think that's really cool.
Yes.
And I kind of love this incorporation of flowers into more, like, you know, we have make your own bouquet markets now,
Yes.
which we hadn't had
Yeah.
even just a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
And we are actually, so we do have that at our shop on a
Yeah.
daily basis, but we are actually going to have a market at Tempe Blooms too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so Arizona Flower Market will have a huge installation right at the entrance of Ragsdale MLK Park.
Okay.
And then in there will be the Flowerful Market. And then we'll have a huge, massive flower bar where you can make your own bouquets. And we're going to have a ton of different flowers.
oh,
so
Alexis, you'll get to see how bad I am.
no,
at
you're
I
gonna
was
do
gonna say
amazing.
you can
You're
try to
gonna do
reclaim your
amazing.
status as
I know.
flower designer.
No, because that 602 day I did it again, and the guy was like, "Do you want me to just make it for you?" I was
Oh.
like, "Please, that'd be great."
But you know, if you just pop one of these in your head, there you go.
I'm,
You are just
I'm the
done.
walking bouquet.
There you go. There you go.
Exactly.
You're the prize.
Okay, well, I keep asking guests this just because I think, you know, there's so much to look forward to. What are you most excited about?
Oh my goodness, I'm excited to see what the designers come up with this time. Last year was kind of obviously the first
Right.
time that they got to create these installations. So this year, I think they're really going to go out of the box with these, and it's just going to be amazing.
Theme?
No, there isn't. There
Wow,
isn't.
so
So
they're just
they
gonna
mainly
do
just
whatever.
they have
Yeah.
to use whatever like monument they're on, and they have to utilize that for their creation as well.
So cool. All right. Well, we have been waiting to talk to you. We're so glad that we got to sit down and learn a little bit more about this arrangement and about Arizona Flower Market.
Yeah.
Tempe Blooms is happening this weekend, January 25th and 26th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You will absolutely find me there. I will be there because how could I not be?
Well, and you know, it really sounds like also you want to go not just once, but like go once on Saturday and then go on Sunday.
Yes.
Because the
Yeah.
murals
All
will be
weekend
in
long.
process.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be so much that's evolving. So don't just go once.
Yeah, make it your whole weekend. I totally
Exactly.
agree.
Exactly.
All right, well, we hope to see so many of you out at Tempe Blooms this weekend. We're going to take one more break, and then it's just Marshall and I. Everybody's
Uh-oh.
leaving us. I know, it's going to be so sad.
Oh,
It's okay. We have each other.
Don't leave us.
We have
Don't
each other.
leave
Oh, you guys
us.
can keep that.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
now
gonna,
you guys get to enjoy it.
I'm going to hug Sabrina Carpenter when we get off this show.
I'm
in
just
a
looking for the Cindy Lou Who moment.
Okay,
Me too.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Keep it right here.
And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley here at the
Fabulous Arizona, sir, where
Center.
things are just a bloomin' left and right.
It's a cavalcade. Of
Indeed it
say it, 'cause
is.
that's what you
And so
keep saying.
now it's our turn to be a cavalcade because the clown car left.
The clown car left, but they left us these beautiful
I
flowers
know, and some so
from Arizona Flower Market, which
Yeah.
I can't get over. Like I just still.
I know.
am
I'm like,
in-
yeah. So I'm still busy
Heck,
just
we went
staring.
quiet. Actually, we actually went
Well,
quiet
because
for
we're
a
just
second.
sitting here just
looking
staring
them.
at this thing.
I know.
This
Okay.
so-
It was a really fun show and lineup
Right.
of guests. If you're not sold on Tempe Blooms, then I don't know what to tell you.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, like
I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. I mean, you've got live
you
music.
must hate flowers and beauty and art. Like I don't know.
I hate beauty.
Hate it. Can't
it's
do
so
it.
overrated.
I know. Blah. Yeah, maybe goths are that way. I don't know. But hopefully we'll see a bunch of you out there. And if you do come out, please stop Marshall and I. We love taking photos and chatting with you and connecting with you. It's going to be such a blast. I'm really looking forward to
And you'll know Melissa because she'll have one of these in her hair.
in my head.
Yes.
No, that was really heavy.
I know it was. I didn't
really
realize
heavy.
it's like how it's like she keeps it's kind of like this like fire ladder suddenly comes out of this bouquet.
Well, what's funny is I know we already talked about it, but I started watching Goosebumps, which is like about like this weird pod thing that like I don't know. So like the whole time I'm like, please don't spit black goo at me.
And I'm thinking the Star Trek episode where the flowers shoot the spores.
I will take that. I will absolutely take that. Yes. All right. So Marshall, it's time for you to do your thing.
That's right. A little bit of history come up.
A little bit of history.
So imagine you're in your hotel.
I'm imagining.
You're asleep.
I'm sleeping.
A nice peaceful rest.
Snoring. Yes.
Suddenly.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Fire.
Whoa.
So what would you do?
Leave?
Exactly. And so on this day back in 1934, that's exactly what happened in Tucson at the Congress Hotel. There was a fire in the really early morning and everyone ran out. And there were some gentlemen that realized they left some important things in their room.
Uh-oh.
So they offered a guy money to go in and get them.
Okay.
And which he did.
Okay.
And so he brings it back and then it's like, oh, wait a minute. Is that the Dillinger gang? Did they just leave all their takings from the last robbery? And so basically the manhunt ensued after that. And that whole kind of story is still retold in Tucson every year when they do Dillinger Days about how the Dillingers were caught because of the fire at the Congress Hotel.
Fire.
And then when they rebuilt the Congress, they added in some Art Deco details. And so
I thought you were going to say they added in some fire retardant features.
No, but last time it's like, we did, it's like I was able to get on the roof and you can still see elements of that fire.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they didn't necessarily remove and replace everything.
Huh, okay. Well, I mean, it's hard to talk about the fires right now without thinking about LA.
I know.
Yeah. We have so many friends and family from those areas, and so our hearts are with all of you for sure as you go through this and the aftermath of it and everything. So yeah, if you need a little bit of warmth and someone to reach out to,
even on just beyond people's homes and their memories, it's like archives.
Yeah.
So many musicians.
Yeah.
Their entire library.
Well, I read an article last week from the New York Times about community and the things that people associate with community and sort of these markers that are of your history, your personal history and your family history, and what happens when those things are gone, it's going to be a pretty monumental shift. So, we hope to still come together as a community and support you. But yeah, just know that we're with you.
So on a lighter note,
I know.
I know we have things like, Tempe Blooms is coming up as something that folks can go out and do. But
yes.
What are some other things?
Well, there is something that's of interest for some budding screenwriters or even pro screenwriters. The Phoenix Screenwriters Association is hosting an industry mixer at Philly's Sports Grill in Tempe at 6 p.m. So basically you can join in for some food, some drinks. They're going to have a fun time. You can meet new members, catch up with old friends. There's going to be networking. And really it's not just for screenwriters as well. Whether you're a writer, an actor, a filmmaker, it's just great to kind of connect and meet these people that are part of the industry. So just bring whoever you are, show up as yourself and have a good time. So it's free to attend, but of course, Phillies is hoping that you'll support them with your dollars, right. So don't go without your wallet. Also, tonight is the Cocktail and Desserts event at Drink Me Tea Room. This sounds so fun. I always love these tea events. It is basically, they're teaming up with the Wild Hair Distillery to bring you a wild pear, cocktails and desserts.
Yeah. Waka, waka, waka.
That's a you joke, I know. It's going to be a pairing experience that is delicious. And so it's handcrafted specialty cocktails and some of their favorite desserts. And then the distillery team will be on hand to talk about their spirits and their process of crafting the premium liquor. It's from 4:30 to 6:30. Doors do open at 4, and tickets are $45. So that sounds like a fantastic time. Okay, Dylan is starting to know me so well because he keeps putting bingo on my list. Yeah, I'm a fan. Musical bingo at the Casual Pint in Phoenix. So every Thursday you get to play, it's like regular bingo, but it's more fun because it's music. Instead of calling out B7 or, G3, they play music clips from certain genres or themes, and then you have to find that on your card.
Oh, I was thinking like G Go-Go's 39.
No, they're not even calling out numbers. They're just like playing stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
I'd be horrible at that. It's like, who is that?
But you did so well on that game that we played, the sequence game. Oh my God, you blew me out of the water. Free to play, 7 to 9 p.m. So I feel like.
But don't forget your wallets because you'll probably be buying some other things.
Oh, I hope so.
Refreshments.
Yes, yeah. This one, we've talked about these events before. I think they're fun. They're just kind of different. Those candlelight concerts.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who they're doing this evening?
Henry Mancini.
Nirvana.
Oh, that was trying to tip of my tongue.
Yeah, so it's at the Phoenix Zoo again. They kind of switch up venues and stuff, but they're at the Phoenix Zoo and they're doing Nirvana. Tickets start at like $49 a person. And just so you know, they do have like little cushions available, so your little butt doesn't have to sit on cement. They've got little cushions that you get to keep.
And cold cement.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, Dylan, I totally thought I was going to say Marilyn Manson. It's a mansion tour. It's the mansion tour, not the Manson tour. We've talked about the Lavender Farm before in Chandler. They do these pretty regularly now, these Lavender Farm tours. They start like almost every half hour. They do have limited capacity. They're first come, first serve. So it's a beautiful, beautiful home and grounds to tour. And you kind of can do this at your own pace. And they last 40 minutes if you do the guided tour, and they're $22 per person.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Chateau Lavender Tours. There you go.
I've done the one that's more like up north by
Right.
Pine Top,
Exactly.
which is odd because I haven't done the one closest to me, but I'll fix that eventually.
I would say exactly.
Yeah. They actually do, I don't know if they just do it in October, but they have like haunted tours that they'll do in October
okay.
that I would like to check out. So, yeah.
Fun.
All right, what do you got? What are we celebrating?
So, things to celebrate, so you can get some flowers as well as Sticky Toffee Pudding Day.
That sounds real messy.
Indeed it does. I mean, it's kind of dates and pudding. It's probably more like a cross between cake and pudding, so it's just kind of this caramely deliciousness.
Let's do it.
I mean, a little bit of ice cream on there, and you will no longer fit in your spandex. So,
I already don't, so no problem.
Exactly. It's like, talk about sweet and yummy. And then if that's not enough, Pie Day.
Oh, this is not a good day for your waistline.
No, it is
All right.
not. So, I mean, pie is so iconic. I mean, from Don McLean's epic American Pie.
Yep.
So
Pie Day is the perfect day to take a little road trip to Rock Springs Cafe and get some pie.
And Black
It's
Canyon
so
City.
fun. Yeah.
And then go walk it all off the next day at Bloom's.
At Bloom's, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then because you've imbibed so much, measure your feet day.
Okay, you know what's funny is I actually just had to do this for my tap recital to get like character shoes and fitted top shoes. What a pain in the butt that was, though, because
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
And your feet change over time depending on what size you wear, and so I mean I'm really picky about shoes and how they fit, and so yeah.
I also have my left foot after I broke it. is slightly smaller than my right foot now. So
Well,
that's
see,
fun.
and nobody's feet are symmetrical.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's like noticeable now. Like it bothers me. No, like not to the naked eye, but it, like, you know,
I
when
was
I
like,
wear
I was
shoes.
like, they look the same.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So, and you know, it's also, you know, I woke up this morning, I was like, what do I wear? And I thought, should I go monochrome?
You never think, should I go monochrome?
Well, but I did because today is Clashing Clothes Day. And normally my go-to is not to go monochrome, but I looked in my closet and I'm like, oh, this outfit I'm wearing for Clash Day, I would totally wear any other day as well.
It's funny because Anne, our producer, said that. She's like, Marshall dressed up for Clashing Clothes Day, but that's what he looks like every day.
Exactly.
I know.
So
It's okay.
But you know, but someone who does not clash, but we do know them not for what they wore, but for their signature.
Oh,
John
Hancock.
Hancock.
Yep.
It's his birthday today. Probably one of the most famous signatures because it's on the Declaration of Independence.
Real big.
Nice and big.
Nice and big. Yeah.
So he was a huge supporter of preservation, basically helped restore, so yeah. So a strong supporter of colonial rights. And then a strong supporter of Broadway, Cheetah Rivera.
Yeah.
So iconic from Bye Bye Birdie, West Side Story, Sweet Charity, Chicago. Mm-hmm.
Kind of like all the...
all
I
the
know,
biggies.
yeah.
So indeed. And then a hero, Sully. The gentleman who basically saved, as that plane was going down, figured out how to basically do it the easiest way or the softest way possible. Right. So he is 73.
Happy birthday, Sully. Yeah.
So indeed. So that's all I've got for you today.
Wow, short birthday list.
I know.
All right. Well, it is Thirsty Thursday, so I'm ready to wrap this show up and get me some more of that. What was that good drink that we had the other day on here with the brothers?
Oh, yeah.
Siptail.
Siptail.
Yeah.
With a little bit of cognac infused into it.
I hid a couple in the kitchen, so.
Oh, that was so wise.
So we'll go celebrate Thirsty Thursday with some Siptail. You celebrate however you want to celebrate. We'll be right back here tomorrow on Friday
with an amazing show.
That's
oh my
right.
gosh.
Yeah. Marshall and I are going to learn a little bit about each other, I think.
I know. My friend Kenyatta's going to be on it. Oh my God, so excited.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow.
That's right. See you tomorrow right here on the morning show, coming to you from the fabulous Arizona Center.